Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Kush High, Kush Low. Bye! Hey, what's up everybody? So you've probably been riding your OneWheel for a while and you're looking to customize it and you want to add some accessories, right? So I made a whole nother video about all the accessories I have on my OneWheel, but today's focus, I want it to be on the Kush footpad for the OneWheel XR. Now they have this for the Pint as well, so same applies. Pint, XR, the footpads are the same. They're just smaller for the Pint obviously. But today's video is about the Kush High and Kush Low, because when you're going on the website and you're browsing around and you're looking on the Float Life website or Craft and Ride and you find the Kush footpad, you're like, low or high? Like, I don't know, what's the difference? I have no idea what I would do. I was in the same boat at the time when I first purchased it. I just went with the Kush High because I had no idea. I just chose it. I didn't know what the Low would do. No clue, right? All I had ever ridden on at the time was that wooden, footpad that Future Motion gives with you on the stock OneWheel, which, it's not the worst thing, but you want to upgrade it, right? That's just my personal preference. When I made the switch, it was just like, I mean, we're gonna dive into that video today. We'll do a little review. Personally, I've never rode on the Kush Low before, so this is gonna be my first experience using it, and we'll just compare and dive into it. So anyways, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm also going to be able to partner with the Float Life, and we're going to do a free giveaway contest for one lucky winner, and you'll find out the details at the end. One of the things I do want to point out right away, which is the most obvious, is that when you go with the Kush High, there is just way more concavity to the footpad. I don't know if you can really see in the video, but it really dips in a lot more in the center, so you kind of get more contact points on the edges of your feet right here, right? So you kind of get more control for that carve to rock back and forth. It's different than this versus the Kush Low. So if you look at the Low, it should be pretty, you should be able to see how much less. I mean, there's a slight, very slight curve to this one. It's much thinner, and it's also, the kickback on the top here, on the back, is nowhere near as high. If you look at the two compared, let me stack these up right here. Look at the difference right there. It's so much higher. It's almost like, I don't want to say double, but it's definitely very noticeable in the back of it. I personally like that riding style, but that's just me, right? And I am gonna find out. Anyways, let's put it on. I just wanted to point out that first obvious thing, right? So then you're gonna start asking questions. Well, what's the difference? Does it really feel anything? I don't know yet, so I gotta go ride and put it on. But I wanted to cover that point first before we move on. Okay.
I can't help thinking about you. Keep crawling back inside my mind, babe. I rendezvous back where I found you. All I wanna do is get close to you, but you keep on pushing me back. We both know what we're supposed to do. Yes, man, that's a matter of fact. 'Cause if it feels good, baby, we should do it. If it feels right, we should get down to it. We don't waste no time getting intertwined. If it feels good, just do it.
Oh. Whew. Okay. Damn. That was a hell of a ride already. Man, what to say so far based on my experience with this Kush Low. I like it. Like, I can notice the difference. It's definitely very mellow. It's not, it's a very chill ride. It's not like super aggressive like you normally probably want to go about it with it, I'm so used to the Kush High that I just like, me personally, I carve so much. Like, that's, for me, I come from a snowboarding background. That's like everything I've always loved about snowboarding was that feel of the carve, And with the OneWheel, and when I added that Kush High, like, it brings it so much closer to that. Like, you can't ever really truly replicate snowboarding unless you go snowboarding, right? But this is like the closest you can get to it. And when I add that Kush High, I'm just biased. What can I say? I'm very used to it. I love it. It's freaking awesome. But to point out the differences for someone that's never been snowboarding, or I don't know, you've never skated at all and you don't know what the carve is like, I think it's perfectly fine to probably just start off with the original footpad, right? Like if you have that and you just bought the OneWheel and you're like, man, I really don't want to buy anything else, like this is good, don't sweat it. Don't even waste your time, whatever. But if you are interested in something a little bit softer, but you're like, I don't really carve like that, I just kind of like go for chill rides, get the low. Easy, simple, relaxed. It's made out of like a polyurethane, like soft material, right? Like it's definitely gonna be better than like the wood footpad that it comes with. Without a doubt, there is gonna be some softness. And they kind of compare it to like basically the same material as like a skateboard wheel, right? There is a little bit of Kush into it, hence, you know, the Kush name. But yeah, I would just say, look, if you're starting off and you're not really sure, the low is a perfectly fine, mellow example of a good chill ride. Also for tricks, because maybe you want to do tricks and it's good to have that weight balanced. So when I was talking to Bodie about it, for him, he uses the low when he's going out on those mellow street rides, he's doing tricks, and that's perfect. You know, and the other example he kind of gave me is that when he goes on the trails, he switches to the high. He wants that more aggressive feedback, you know? And for me, like when I'm riding street, I love carving for days. And honestly, for me, it is just such a huge difference when I have that huge concavity in the footpad. So it's hard to say what's right for you. I guess you'd have to try it if you ever get a chance. You can, you know, go to a demo event somewhere local and maybe they have some boards that you could try. But personally, if you can't, the low's a good answer, but you really can't go wrong with either one, you know? I'm all about the Kush high, and maybe for you it's something else, but for me, I'm simple. What can I say? My God, what a day that was. Man, I had so much fun out there. I ended up spending like a whole nother hour just straight riding and having a little too much fun and got carried away. You know what? It happened. Whatever. Enjoy yourselves. You know, that's life. Anyways, to wrap it up, Kush high, Kush low, both are great options. If you really don't know which direction to go, just start off with the Kush low, you know? It's nice to maybe eventually get the hang of that first, and then when you are carving and you really have mastered it, then you'll actually appreciate the Kush high. Because honestly, for most people, if you don't know how to carve, then, you know, it really won't matter to get the Kush high. You won't really, you know, what's the benefit, right? So maybe start low, then eventually, you know, as you get better and more comfortable, then you can go to the Kush high. Or just jump straight to it, whichever works for you. I really don't think there's a wrong answer. Either way, I really do want to give a huge shout out to the Float Life and my man Bodie and his whole team over there with Jeff and all of them. They're doing awesome stuff. I want to just thank them so much for sending me these footpads to get a review. I've always been curious because I never got the low before, and I've always wondered, I don't know, like what that would be like. Also, huge shout out for this shirt that they gave me. Like, this is so chill. I love it. I mean, great material, nice fit. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, you probably stayed at the end because you are like, damn, Justin, I want the footpad, but I want to just get it for free. Okay, simple rules of this free giveaway contest. And when I was speaking to Bodie, we're just gonna make it really easy. You don't even have to like follow all their social media or anything. These guys are just, they're cool. They're awesome. If you want to support them, go check out their YouTube page, The Float Life, follow them, Facebook, Instagram. You can do all that. So the rules of the contest are super easy. I'm gonna run the whole thing on Instagram. All you gotta do is go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, drop a comment, and tag 2 friends in that. And in 1 week, I will announce the winner, and then I'll shoot it over to my man Bodie, and they will shoot you over either the Kush high or Kush low footpad, whichever one you prefer and want. But that's it. Simple. I hope you guys appreciated this week's video and got something out of it. I just had a lot of fun riding today, and I love this thing. Honestly, how often do you get to go snowboarding? Like, it's just so hard, man. But like on the OneWheel, like today's nice, and I just went. I didn't have to plan anything. I didn't have to go schedule, buy tickets. No. I went straight out there, had a freaking blast, enjoyed my Friday, made this video, and I hope you guys are just enjoying your time too. And if you have bought your OneWheel, I hope it brings you as much joy as it brings me. And all right, see you guys in a week. Peace.